Nonprofits get so used to doing a whole lot with very little. To be able to put a container around the work and support it adequately with the facility we need has really amplified our mission. The Nashville Food Project is addressing community food security, creating a stronger community food system here in Nashville. We started making sandwiches out of a church. We stepped into a scope and a scale of work that really required a commercial kitchen that we just simply didn't have in that donated space. We run a really robust meals program out of this headquarters space. We bring in food that we recover and divert from the landfill, so edible food coming from grocery stores and farmers markets, paired with food we buy, food coming from our gardens, and make high quality, made from scratch meals that get shared in the community with poverty disrupting nonprofit partners.
We were very focused on what this building meant for the community, and there was a lot of discussion early on about what it meant to add this building to the nation's neighborhood, because everyone felt that the building had to both represent the community, but then do what we could and use this opportunity to change the trajectory of the neighborhood. We repurposed the icon of the traditional house shape. We kind of played on people's inherent cultural, emotional, perceptions of that shape to create a sense that you belong, that you can feel comfortable.
It's been such a privilege to build this beautiful new headquarters in this part of town, and we are like a gentrifier in a rapidly gentrifying neighborhood. And so we've done a lot of reflecting as a nonprofit on our role in this neighborhood.
Because food is at the heart of what they do as an organization, we wanted to make sure that all of the spaces in the building engaged with the kitchen in a meaningful way and allowed that to sort of stay at the center of the daily operation of the staff and the volunteers. When you volunteer there, you're there for an entire morning or an entire afternoon, and so we knew that that might be a bit unconventional to have floor-to-ceiling windows in a kitchen space, but we knew that that was going to just do something to the quality of that space. With a certain level of care, anything can be elevated to be beautiful and to bring dignity. And so they do that with food, and it's amazing. We wanted to do something similar with the simple material palettes that we're able to use, and we just believe that sort of the amount of time and effort and care that you put into something is really what makes the difference.
Sharing a meal is one of the most fundamental things that, as humans, that we do together. A meal is not a privilege, it should be a right, and to allow everyone to kind of have an equal footing and to share a good quality meal and a nutritious meal. That's really at the essence of what the Food Project does. It's a welcoming space, and that was probably the #1 guiding principle from the very beginning. So that's why you see all of the windows around the space. The wood floors bring a warmth to the space. We have real concrete tiles on the front of the bar that have a kind of an authentic feel to them. And we looked at sustainability from a longevity standpoint and not wanting things to fail so that they end up in the landfill later. Sustainability is more than green materials or checking a box on a third-party certification. It's everything, the energy of the building, the way that the daylighting would work into the space. We used sustainable materials, regional materials when possible, and it's certainly important to real sustainability.
This building is just like better than anything we could have ever envisioned, and Gresham had a real professional ability to meet us where we were at. From the first session together, it was evident that they could see the vision too. This space is designed so well, and these spaces are used every day in support of our mission.
To know that you really enhanced someone's work and their mission is so noble. It's an awesome thing to be a part of.